Man, this is Dwight Ross, the Barrelman again, and I just want to share a few little thoughts and things from origin them, and also some females who are following me on my page. I know that a number of persons would have been, it would have caught the attention of a number of my followers as it relates to, the rate at which I really take time to show my appreciation and thing to my wife, and the love and the adoration that I have for my wife, And you may not know why, Of course, being human beings, I know that some people want to speculate and think all sort of negative stuff and whatever. But, that being said, I just want to highlight to you some of the reasons why I have to take time to recognize this woman. The Bible in Proverbs 31 from verse 10 go down, it speaks of, who can find a virtuous woman, and it speaks of her values. Her worth is more than rubies. And rubies is a very expensive, valuable element. What I'm saying? She is definitely a valiant woman. She's definitely a woman of worth. And many men, traverse their life's journey without, identifying whether or not the woman that they have is of such worth. Some find such a woman and they don't even recognize it, and they do all sort of things, and they lose the blessing of that worth that was placed in their lives. When my wife came into my life, at the time when she did, she came at a critical point. At a point when I was really going down the tubes. Many of you may not have known, but the God that I serve, He saw it in His wisdom that He should send her at that particular time, or else probably right now you would not be watching this video of me. You'd have probably hearing some news of me maybe in prison or dead or whatever. This woman pretty much saved my life. This woman pretty much, when she came in, she helped to restore my faith and my love and my relationship in God. So I pretty much owe her my life. I pretty much owe her what is happening to me right now. She's my covering. She's my blessing. Since she came into my life has changed positively in every single aspect, from the inside out. I look better, I feel better, I'm more content and all that sort of stuff, simply because of her presence in my life. And I thank God for her, because one of the worst sins, is a sin of ungratefulness, and I'm very grateful, to have her in my life. And I promise her over and over that I will never put her in a situation where no other woman have any talk over her. I will never, forfeit my commitment to her. And what my commitment means is that I don't give myself any other options. All options are cut off. What I'm saying? And I would encourage every man, that you kind of slow down a little bit and acknowledge, that there is no greater value that can be added to a man's life than when he has the Lord in his life and when he has a woman of God in his life. That man is the most prosperous man you will ever find. That man is the most happiest man that you'll ever find. And many of us men, we get these blessings in our lives, and because of our stupidity and because of our short-sightedness, we do things, to grieve them, and they go elsewhere. What I'm saying? So I am also encouraging our women to understand the value that you possess. God places value on women, that when they come into a man's life, they had value. It is just their nature to have value. While there are some that are, from the devil, like seriously, who their presence in a man's life is just destruction. But I thank God for my wife. That is why I have to make sure that I acknowledge her. I cherish her to death. I love her as Christ loved the church, and I will give my life for her, because Christ commanded me that that's the kind of love that I should have for her. So anytime you see me put up a picture, just remember this video, that it is because of my undying, affection and love and appreciation for the value that she had you know, into my life since she came. And value is not added by breasts. Value is not added by lips. It's not added by the size of the ass and the hips or the bank account if she have any. You know what I mean? It is a heart towards you. You know, the first thing she said to me, she said, Dwight, I am more concerned about your soul. And it's from that everything just, you know, spiral into what it is now. And I thank God for her. And I pray that every man get a chance to be in the position that I am in. Because anytime you are in that position, you will understand fully what I'm talking about. And women understand the value of yourself, and keep your body protected. It is not for everyone. It is for one person. You know, I take your time and identify that person in Christ. God bless you. And I will forever continue to recognize this woman and to herald her anywhere I go and put her up front. You know what I mean? She will never be left behind. She will always be either in front of me or beside me. I am the boss. I am in charge, but she is my queen. It's a royalty. You know what I mean? And I thank God for her. God bless you. Love you, baby.